Hi everybody, and welcome to Yankee in the South. I'm Will.
I'm Dawn.
And today we're here at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, here at the Lake View entrance. And today we're going to take the road to nowhere, all the way to an abandoned tunnel that's up here. And there's also something sinister in these woods. So let's do this.
Let's do it.
So we come to the end of the road here, and up here there's a tunnel. So we're here at the tunnel to nowhere, here on the road to nowhere. So this tunnel here was built in 1943, and the tunnel was built for a road that was supposed to go on the north side of Fontana Lake here. And in 1943, the government shut this program down. They said because of environmental concerns. Go into the tunnel to nowhere. You can see there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Ooh, scary. Dawn. Bright light. Here's a something going on there. Ooh. This guy here looks like a flower, huh? This tunnel is almost, I think it's a quarter mile long. So it's a half a mile when you walk it both ways. Scary, isn't it?
And it's cold.
It's cold.
And scary and creepy.
And creepy. And a lot of people have graffitied it.
That's winning.
Yeah. When you get in the middle of the tunnel, it gets so dark. It don't look like it, but in the center of that tunnel, it's pretty dark, isn't it? Ooh, I think I found something scary in the tunnel. It's Donnie. We just got done walking the tunnel to nowhere. Now, just up from here, almost walking distance, there's a trail, and that is the most haunted trail here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And this dates back to the days of the Cherokee. Okay, so let's go check this out, right?
Check it out.
Okay, so just before you get to the tunnel to nowhere, you'll see this parking lot. And this is where you park. Anyways, we're going to take the Noland Creek Trail. Now, the Noland Creek Trail is considered to be the most haunted trail here in the Great Smoky Mountains, because there is a sinister creature lurking out here. So I'll tell you the story on our hike. Okay, let's check this out, right? Noland Creek Trail, this way. So this trail will actually take you under this road here. And even this bridge here is kind of impressive. You know, the amount of money they spent to build this bridge, you know, to eventually go nowhere is pretty something, isn't it? Yeah, so it's the evening. I'd say it's about 5 o'clock. We're doing another night hike. Well, not night. Dawn wouldn't go into the woods night here. She's like,
No.
it's not gonna happen. Too scary, right?
Yeah, I don't like the night hikes.
She don't like night hikes.
Not me.
But we did get out here in the evening, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a little too late.
Yeah, a little too late. She didn't like getting here this late, did you?
No.
Okay, so why is Noland Creek haunted? Well, it has to go back to Cherokee folklore. There's a creature on here. Well, some people call it a creature, some call it a witch. But it's called Spearfinger. And you can look this up on Google. Just type in Spearfinger, and there's tons and tons of information about the witch that walks this area. Now, how the story goes is that during October, at the end of October, which this is where we're at, the end of October, you can actually hear her sometimes yell from the mountaintops. And sometimes she makes appearances and stuff on this trail. Okay, at one time, this area used to have tons of settlers that lived out here. And this area was actually very populated. Tons of homesteads, and most of the cemeteries that are located within the national park are in this area. It has a huge concentration of old cemeteries. That's partially the reason why they were building the road to nowhere, to have that road to take people out to them cemeteries. So you could tell that this trail used to be an old roadway at one time. Probably back before they put in Fontana Lake and all that. It's beautiful out here though. Beautiful river. What do you think about the story of Spearfinger?
I'm scared.
She's scared. Yeah. Yeah, this is an old Cherokee folklore. It dates way back. Beautiful Noland Creek, huh? Okay, so all of a sudden, settlers from Europe started to move to this area and started settling this area. And all of a sudden, a little girl come up missing. So her dad went out searching for her. And the story goes that he come across Spearfinger. And of course, that didn't play out well. And so anyways, a lot of hikers will come out here, and it's very easy to get lost out here because the trails go everywhere. A lot of them are not marked. So a lot of hikers will get lost out here. And then all of a sudden they'll see a light. So a lot of hikers will follow the light, right? Because maybe it's a house or something like that. And usually it leads them to safety. A lot of hikers said it's the spirit of that dad leading the hikers out of here from danger because he doesn't want what happened to his daughter happen to anybody else. Isn't this really crazy that we're also doing this hike during the time frames that they say all this crazy stuff happens? What do you think about that, Dawn?
Creepy.
Creepy. Yeah, it says, what I've been reading, end of October. And yep, we're only about a few days away from Halloween. So, okay, so all I know is that if we run into an old lady, I'm a-running. What do you do if you run into an old lady?
Why are you running behind you?
They say she's the nicest lady, you know, until she gets real close to you. good. Not good. Yeah, the legend also says that she takes shape of different creatures. So that's not good either. She'd be a squirrel, they said. A bird, anything. A little bit of color. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is find an old homestead that's out here. Despite this trail being the most haunted in the national park, it's actually pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty flat and it's absolutely beautiful. And the creek runs right on the side of it. And we're getting a little bit of color, which is good, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, beautiful, easy little walk here. And refreshing. Come up to a bridge here. Hey, you could tell that this was a road at one time. This bridge here used to be a lot wider. And they've replaced the bridge since. So we come to this overgrown shrub. And looks like there's an old homestead over here. Yep. Definitely an old homestead. Here are some old steps. Of course, this here is the foundation. It looks like there's an old sewer pipe there. Yeah. And there must have been the back door there. And the old chimney, I'm guessing, used to be here. So what do you think about this old homestead?
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. She's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's the foundation. Yeah. And there used to be homes all through here at one time. We got some sewer pipes here, and looks like we have ourselves an old-fashioned beer bottle, right? I don't know. I don't know what year that's from, or it does actually look a little bit older. I don't think it's extremely old, but sometimes these non-native bushes are really easy ways to spot homesteads and stuff. We're at the homestead. We come across this bridge here. That's really beautiful. Okay, so we walked up the trail a little bit more. We come to, looks like another homestead here. So you can see there's old steps and pieces to a foundation. Over here it looks like we got ourselves the kitchen sink there. It looks like an old bed frame. And that's what that is an old bed frame. And there's the fireplace. Bed frame. Couple bed frames. And then down here, an old cistern. An old cistern there. Well, that's cool. Come across one of these hog traps. Come across another homestead here. Looks like this is part of an old chimney. Well, yeah, it's like an old chimney, what have you. How I found this was yet again another non-native like shrub here, and it just gave the place away. See that old homestead? Woohoo! Okay, so the sun's about to go down, right?
Yeah.
And we hiked about 4 miles one way to those homesteads. And then we're hiking back 4 miles. And Dawn, she's like, I don't want to be out here when it's dark, you know? So, why don't you want to be out here when it's dark?
Because it's creepy.
Because it's creepy.
It's a little scary.
Old Spearfinger could be out here.